We welcome you inside the Charleston Coliseum here in the state capital city of West Virginia as the NFHS Network brings you exciting live streaming coverage of the 2022 West Virginia High School Girls State Basketball Tournament. Today's game is being produced by Video Productions in conjunction with the West Virginia Secondary School Activities Commission and is presented by your local Little General Stores. Greetings from Charleston along with Maris Lowry and our great crew, Mark Martin, and we are delighted to have you with us for coverage of this 52nd annual West Virginia Girls State Basketball Tournament, and we are getting set to bring you Game 1 on Day 3 of the tournament. And after having to wait a few days, it's time for the Quad A teams to hit the floor here at the Charleston Coliseum. And our first Quad A showdown of this tournament will feature Wheeling Park up against Jefferson. So the Northern Panhandle against the Eastern Panhandle in the great state of West Virginia. Wheeling Park coming in with a record of 18-6, and Jefferson rolls in here at 16-5. And as we look at this game here, Maris Lowry, well, you have maybe a little bit of the unknown because of the fact that Jefferson enters this tournament. They've had to do it the hard way because they've had not one but two key players go down with injuries, but somehow they've survived that to make it here, and now can they keep the magic alive?
Well, we'll see this morning, but you're right, Mark. And also Wheeling Park had to do it the hard way as well because they lost the section and had to go on the road and win the region to punch their ticket to be here. And also this is a rematch. These two teams played a little more than a month ago, and Wheeling Park won it decisively, 75-30. So we'll see if the game is a much more competitive here this morning. I have a feeling in this venue at the state tournament we will have a much more tighter game than it was a little more than a month ago.
Yeah, it's the 3 versus 6 matchup, and you mentioned that they lost and then had to go on the road to win. They were beaten by Morgantown. That's the team we'll see later today here, and that was a 55-50 game. And then they took care of Buckhannon Upshur on the road in easy fashion, 79-36. So they got to feel good about that, and now Ryan Young's got his program back in the state tournament. He's done a great job here as the head coach at Wheeling Park, and likewise for Jefferson's Damon Smith, and just two guys that have built nice programs, and you know the expectations are every year, let's be here in Charleston.
Well, Mark, there's two things that I think that every coach, when you get here to Charleston, that you want. Number one, you want to be healthy, because without your health, it doesn't matter where you're seated. I don't think it does you any good if you don't have your main player. So you want to be healthy, number one, or as healthy as you can be, because everybody's a little banged up toward the end of the season. And number two, you want to be playing your best basketball, and hopefully you have some momentum that's, got you here. And like I said, for Wheeling Park, they lost the section and had to make it tough for them to go on the road to be able to win and be able to get here and be the number 3 seed.
Players to watch in this game here today. Again, Jefferson without a couple of key components in Justice Lee and Heaven Murray. Both were averaging in double figures, and both are out. And unfortunate for Murray in that she was a senior, tore her ACL. Meanwhile, Justice, a broken fibula and lost for the season. Others have had to pick up the slack, and one doing so for Jefferson, Mackenzie Brezovec, a 5'9 junior, now averaging close to 10 points a game. And also the anchor, as Damon Smith calls her, Olivia Hedrick. She's a 6'4 junior, averaging about 6 a game and 8 rebounds. On the other side, Wheeling Park, Alexis Bordas leads the way with a 21 points per game average. She is just a freshman, 5'6", outstanding player for this Wheeling Park program. And Lala Woods, also an outstanding player for Wheeling Park, averaging about 13 a game. So some outstanding players that we will see here today as these teams get set to go. In a moment, it will be time to bring you the starters and tip off this Quad A game between Wheeling Park and Jefferson. You're watching live streaming coverage of the 2022 West Virginia High School Girls State Basketball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
He was rocking it.
I was looking there at the clock. I was like, oh.
Yep, you got it. Rocked it was perfect timing. No, what I was saying.
Hi, Hi, I'm Elena, and a little thing I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is the barbecue sauce. There's something in that sauce when it meshes with the chicken and the bacon and the bread all together. I mean, it is like an explosion of flavor.
Hi, I'm Rashard, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is the cheesy goodness at the bottom. The way that it combines with the crispy baked layer at the top is like that added flavor, that extra jazz to it. Once the fork reaches my mouth, that's it.
At Dutch Miller Auto, the time is now to get into the vehicle you want. Dutch Miller currently has the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles with an amazing inventory starting below $300 a month. Have a trade-in? There's never been a better time to get more than right now, as Dutch Miller is giving up to 30% above fair market value for any trade-in. Don't see the vehicle on our lot you want? Then ask about the Dutch Miller Advantage, which means you can order the vehicle you want, the way you want it, faster. Only at DutchMillerAuto.com.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle.
Ready for action here inside the Charleston Coliseum. It's time to send things over to the daytime voice of the Charleston Coliseum, Frank Blake, for our introductions.
Proper respect is accorded to all, so please let your good sportsmanship show during today's game. Next, this is Class Quad A Championship. And for this championship game, let's welcome the Jefferson High School Cougars. And let's welcome the Wheeling Park Patriots. Now first, let's meet the coaches. For Jefferson, head coach is Damon Smith, meeting at center court with Wheeling Park's head coach Ryan Young. For Jefferson, assistant coaches Rhino Newman, John Hartlindy, and Marquise Farmer. Assistant coaches for Wheeling Park, Kevin Heller, Lucy DeFrucio, and Josie Doherty. The support staff for Jefferson, Hannah Shanley and Maya Utley, along with Mary Beth Group. For Wheeling Park, Keisha King, Deshaun Scott, Chris Pavlik, Dana Doherty, Riley Hicks, Kiara Sparks, and Chris Doherty. And now let's meet the squads. For Jefferson, wearing number 10, Deasia J. Meeting at center court. For Wheeling Park, number 3, Aaliyah Lacasas. Next for Jefferson, number 21, Aaliyah Sweeney. For the Patriots, number 5, Mary Darrow. Introducing Jefferson's number 5, Vicky Hoover. And for the Patriots, number 13, Merritt Delk. For Jefferson, wearing number 15, Grace Dotson. For the Patriots, wearing number 23, Casey Tisch. Introducing Jefferson's number 1, Justice Lee. For the Patriots, number 35, Jayla Walker. For the Cougars, number 3 is Heaven Murray. For the Patriots, number 40, Jillian Huffman. Also for Jefferson, wearing number 40 is Dalen Holler. And for Wheeling Park, number 44, Josie Stone. Do I have 5 left over there? Now moving to the starting fives. For Jefferson, a 5'5" freshman, number 20, Amara Washington. For Wheeling Park, a 5'6" freshman, number 1, Lala Woods. For the Cougars, at 5'6", a sophomore, number 11, Jasmine Taylor. For the Patriots, at 5'8", a junior, number 2, Sophie Abraham. For Jefferson, at 6 foot, a junior, number 12, Aaliyah Lindsay. For Wheeling Park, at 5'9", a senior, number 10, Zariah Marling. For the Cougars, 5'9", a junior, number 33, Mackenzie Brezovic. For the Patriots, at 5'6", a sophomore, number 21, Natalie Doherty. And for Jefferson, 6'5", a junior, number 45, Olivia Hedrick. And for Wheeling Park, 5'7", a freshman, number 30, Alexis Bordas. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask for you to stand for the presentation of the colors by the St. Albans High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC. The purpose of Junior ROTC is to provide leadership education by strengthening character with the teaching of discipline, the responsibility of citizenship, community service, and physical fitness. Commanding the color guard and carrying the national colors is Cadet Captain Eli Scarborough. The Marine Corps colors are being carried by Cadet Corporal Sheena Workman. The rifle bearers are Cadet Lieutenant Evan Hartwell and Cadet Private Nikki Naide. Singing our national anthem from Robert Seabird High School, Kaylee Nutt.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the ragged straggler, the bones bursting in air, gave proof through the
basketball here in the state capital city of West Virginia. The tip-off between Wheeling Park and Jefferson. Quad A showdown coming up here on the NFHS Network. I'll just stand up and say that as opposed to sitting down trying to say it and making all kinds of racket.
At Pioneer Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a person